The sun was rising over the hills of Gilgal. Two men walked side by side, Elijah, the seasoned prophet of God, and Elisha, his devoted student. The road stretched before them, dusty and quiet, yet heavy with something unsaid. Elijah had known for some time that his journey on earth was coming to an end. Elisha knew it too, though neither wanted to speak the words aloud. There was a bond between them that ran deeper than teacher and follower, like father and son, forged through faith and years of miracles. As they walked, Elijah turned to Elisha and said, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha shook his head. "As surely as the Lord lives, and as you live, I will not leave you." And so they continued together. In Bethel, the other prophets whispered, "Do you know the Lord is going to take your master today?" Elisha nodded quietly. "Yes, I know, but do not speak of it." The same thing happened again, at Jericho and then by the Jordan River. Each time Elijah tested Elisha's loyalty, and each time Elisha refused to leave. He wasn't there for the miracles or the fame. He was there for Elijah, and for the God Elijah served. When they reached the Jordan River, Elijah took off his cloak, his mantle, rolled it up, and struck the water. The river split in two. The two men walked across on dry ground, the sunlight flickering on the rippling walls of water beside them. It was a quiet miracle, one final reminder that God was with them. Once they crossed, Elijah turned to Elisha and asked, "Tell me, what can I do for you before I am taken from you?" Elisha didn't hesitate. "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah smiled, both proud and humbled. "You've asked a difficult thing," he said. "Yet if you see me when I am taken from you, it will be yours." They walked on together, speaking softly, when suddenly the air trembled. A rush of wind tore through the trees. Horses and chariots of fire blazed between them, and Elijah was lifted into the sky by a whirlwind of light. Elisha cried out, "My father, my father!" as his mentor disappeared beyond the clouds. Only the cloak, the mantle, remained, fluttering down to the earth. Elisha picked it up, his eyes full of both sorrow and awe. He walked back to the Jordan River, alone this time, and held the cloak tightly. He whispered, "Where now is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" Then he struck the water and it parted, just as it had before. The prophets watching from afar saw it happen, and they said, "The spirit of Elijah now rests on Elisha." The story of Elijah and Elisha is one of faith, loyalty, and legacy. Elijah's time had ended, but God's work had not. Elisha carried it forward, not by his own power, but by the same spirit that guided his mentor. It's a reminder that faith is never meant to end with one person. It's passed on through friendship, through courage, through devotion. And when we pick up the mantle God places before us, His power continues through us.